So you guys are taking a pretty interesting and exciting, position in the marketplace as far as linear content, television content, what it means, and redefining it. You just had an interesting announcement with Hulu and a partnership there. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, linear television is evolving, right? And so we are going to continue to look at ways that we can plan and buy linear effectively, but we have to be ready for what's going to happen when all of this continues to evolve. Mm-hmm. And we look at the feedback that we get from clients and from publishers about what's going on in the online video space, or as TV evolves into things like Netflix, Hulu, HBO Go, and things like that. And what we find is that there's just not enough content out there. There's not enough good content to align brands with, to find audiences and things like that. And so at Group M and WPP, what we've said is that we'll partner with big video publishers and develop content together. Let's develop content. It can be either branded content or unbranded content, but let's get more content out there so that we can draw audiences to these publishers and then help match those audiences up with our brands. And so, Hulu is just one of those examples where we've agreed to co-create a series that will create a ton of great premium video content, and we'll be able to then audience target that content programmatically to our brands.
So, and I think there are two interesting points to the deal on the little that I know of it. One is that, sort of Group M clients had first right of refusal around a first look per se at the content itself and the opportunity to be part of it. But then secondly, the inventory is all available programmatically for you guys, which is really important, right?
All of that is important. I mean, again, as television evolves, and I think that's what we're here to sort of discuss today, 15s and 30s don't have to be the only way that brands can align themselves with content and reach a big audience through sight, sound, and motion. So we have the ability to integrate brands into that content, which is something that we've seen more and more of in the evolution of TV. But also, to programmatically target those audiences and help these publishers get into a world of more automation and more programmatic targeting.
So when you look at integrated buying, right? Because integrated selling is hard enough for broadcasters and content creators to actually execute upon, right? This idea of getting a brand up funnel of the green light process, and then actually on the back end, when you distribute the content, making it available for the inventory. Like, take that on the buy side. How do you get up funnel? I mean, how do you actually get into the story, become part of the storytelling, and then actually make the inventory itself actionable and productive for you from a media buying perspective, programmatically in particular?
Well, that differs all around the world. So I hate to use the answer, it depends, but it really does. And the most important thing, the approach has not changed. We need to align, we need to find good audiences, aligned with good content, and be able to serve a good message and a good creative, and then to measure the effectiveness of that. And so if you look at Europe, for example, the evolution of television into new and addressable platforms has happened a lot quicker, over the top, direct to consumer and things like that. And so our planning process has to embrace that. So now we're not looking at online video planners and like linear TV planners. You're just a video planner across every platform. You go into your systems, you look at your data, and you can make your plan across linear television, addressable television, and online video. And everything is targeted the same way, everything is priced the same way, and then everything is measured the same way. So ultimately, if you want to run a high impact branded television experience, you can do that across platforms. If you want to run a more response focused television experience, you can also do that. So in the US, we've created a new division called Modi Media. We've actually been around for a while, but this is now going to be focused in the US on addressable television and getting into the new evolution in the US. And we're going to address that in each market in which we operate.